Hi, and welcome to my channel, Laura's Library Card. So I did not do a weekly vlog, but I'm going to just give you a weekly rundown of what I've been up to reading-wise, and let's just dive right in. So I actually did manage to finish 2 books in the last week. I read the last about 150 pages or so in the title, The Rest of the Story by Bauer, and I love this book. I'm going to go ahead and round this up to 5 stars for me. This is a male hockey romance title that I read on Kindle Unlimited, and we follow Morgan and Shay. Honestly, the best words I can use to describe this are adoring, jubilant, emotional. I really love this story and seeing the romance bloom between our 2 main characters, and I thought it was excellent. I definitely can't wait to read more by Bauer, and I have already checked out Gratify from Kindle Unlimited, so that was a real treat to finish that book. I also read the entirety of Bloody Sunset by Gwendolyn Harper. This is the 3rd book in the Zombie Apocalypse trilogy. So don't want to give too much away about this individual book's plot, but I ultimately did give this one about a 4.5 star rating in my opinion. I read this on Kindle Unlimited. It is a post-apocalyptic survival romance in a setting of a zombie apocalypse. This is the 3rd book of the trilogy, and we follow Katelyn and Jack Booker, who are in a romance. I felt that this was really a satisfying end to the book, or end to the trilogy, and I thought it continued to be just as dramatic as the first 2 books, but in a satisfying way. And overall, for the whole trilogy, I would give these 3 books, they were really fun for me. I thought they were different from anything else I'd ever read before. So even though they are pretty dramatic and over the top, and there's a lot of well, that was convenient moments, I still had kind of a lot of fun, even in this setting of a zombie apocalypse, and I thought the romance was done pretty well. I enjoyed the banter between our 2 main characters and would give the overall trilogy a solid, 4-star rating for me personally. So that was fun. That was 192 pages plus the 150 pages from the rest of the story. I did also read about 168 pages, about 50% of Gratify by Katelyn Taylor, and then I DNF'd this book. This was one that I heard about from McKay over at Oh Hey It's McKay. It's they're gonna read it for the end of November book club, and I kind of went into this knowing that the tropes were not for me. This is an age gap romance where the main female character is 18 and the main male character is 41 or so, and he is her godfather and a person who has known her whole life and has been around her whole life, and her parents die near the start of this book. That's not really a spoiler, it's in the blurb, and so she's going through grief and he's going through grief because he was their best friend. Also, he kind of is her boss. It's like a boss employee situation. So I don't know, this was really over the top in a way that I didn't really care for, and I felt like the writing was not it for me. I just found it clunky and a struggle to get through, and so I wasn't enjoying the writing. I was not enjoying the characterizations. I don't like those tropes, and this did not change my mind, so I just went ahead and DNF'd it at 50%. But what I'm currently reading as of the end of this week is I'm still currently reading Manacled by SenLinYu. I am at 67% of that book. I've read no pages this past week. I am also currently about 25-ish, somewhere between 25 and 30% of 10 Things That Never Happened. I have the audiobook. That is by Alexis Hall. I was enjoying it. I read that first 30-ish% in one go, and then haven't picked it up since then, but do intend to, and it still is checked out from the library. And I am also currently rereading Lover Awakened by J.R. Ward. This is the 3rd book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and I have started it this week, and I'm about 70%, so it's about 300 pages. This is a reread. I'm listening to the audiobook again. We follow Bella and Zadist, who are both vampires. There's this whole rescue plot, and there's a lot of macro plot of the series that is happening in this book that I had not remembered, having to do with the Lessers and their society. So I am enjoying that. But yeah, that's everything that I have been reading this past week and sort of my currently reading landscape. I am diving into the last week of November, last few days of November, with not too much on my plate. Probably will continue with Black Dagger Brotherhood. And I don't know, I have a whole bunch of things checked out from Kindle Unlimited and from my library. So I've been really trying to mood read to finish out the year, and I think that that is working really well for me. So just wanted to let you know. And I might be doing more of these sort of like weekly reports, maybe on a weekly basis, more often. So let me know if you have read any of the titles I've talked about here, or if you have any recommendations going forward. I would love to hear from you. Let me know down in the comments. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.